Hey guys, this is Paco the Realtor, friend in real estate. As always, this is local expert storyteller. Well, today I have another story to tell, and I want to introduce you to Teresa. Say hi, Teresa.
Hi.
So Teresa is an interior decorator, and she runs interior and staging by T. Very catchy, by the way, Teresa. And I brought her on because we've been getting a lot of questions about what can we do to sell our house for more money. And as we know, just putting paint doesn't really do much unless you're on the bottom side of market value. So I invited Teresa to come on, and she was nice enough to join me via her phone. And I want to ask her the four most common questions I get. So you ready, Teresa?
Go for it.
All right. First question I get a lot is people have no color sense, meaning they don't know anything about interior design, what makes people like it. You know, they can spend hours watching Flip This House or Zombie Homes or whatever it may be. And I'll be the first to say I'm one of them. I know real estate well, but when it comes to interior decorating, I needed somebody. So I actually hired Teresa to come into my own house and kind of give me an idea, me and my wife, an idea of what we should and shouldn't do. And it turned out absolutely stunning. Still working on it, but absolutely stunning. So anyway, so when somebody like me calls you up and says, I have no color sense, I'm going to sell my house, I have an orange wall with purple trim, what advice, other than you going in and having to redo their whole house, can you give people?
I would say those are definitely personal color choices. But when you are trying to sell your home, you need to think about the buyer. And when you stay with a neutral color, like a beige or a light gray, you are talking to a larger audience. So color is a huge, huge thing, and it's extremely important because you may have a buyer that just hates purple but they love your home, but the purple just killed it all. So you have to go with a very neutral color tone to really attract a lot of buyers at the same time. It's very important.
It's interesting you said, I never thought of color as a market. You said purples and oranges are very, they're very specific to a certain taste, but we
Yeah.
want to appeal to the broad market, which they are more of a neutral color. I never thought of it that way. And I know for a fact, no offense to buyers out there, but most buyers do not have an imagination. So if you have a purple orange wall, they don't see the potential, correct? So we kind of have to show them that potential. So if I understand you correctly, what you're saying is neutral color definitely appeals to a wider audience because it's not as in your face, maybe?
Exactly. I mean, purple is a very personal color. Red's a very personal color. But when you go with the beiges or grays, just neutral tones, they will definitely be better for a broader market.
Interesting. I like that. I like that. Okay. Question number two. My house is 1,800 square feet. I need to make it look bigger. Other than getting rid of the clutter, which we tell them to always do, what other things can I do to make a house? And this might be a tough question because I know it probably varies from home to home. But is there any general suggestions you have for people?
Well, I will mention it again. Yes, declutter, declutter, declutter. You don't want to leave anything out that's smaller than a cantaloupe as far as decor goes. You also want to make sure the home is not personal as well. They don't want to know that you're living there. They don't want to see pictures of your grandma and your grandpa and your kids. So that's very important. Sorry, I have a fire engine coming by me.
It's all right. Wave
Also,
at them.
furniture. Try to declutter as much furniture as you can. Move furniture away from the wall because that gives a sense of a bigger space, a more openness. If you can, remove all window coverings. It really, really opens it and gives it depth in the room.
Wow.
Those are just things that you could definitely, that will make a huge impact. Light colors, and just leaving like a couple statement pieces in the house. Like say you have a really nice sofa, That's all you need in that room, and just maybe a few accent pieces, and you're good to go.
So moving stuff away from the wall gives it more depth. Is that what you said?
Yes, it gives the room
Really?
more depth, more space. You can have a really small living room. Move it away from the wall. It'll give it a sense of openness. Really important.
Wow, never heard of that before. That's great. All right. Um, is there a certain color that makes a room look inviting versus neutral? I know there's different tones of colors out there, but what is an inviting color, I guess? Or is that more of a personal question?
You know, it could be more personal, but is you could always go with like light blues. Those are always very inviting and warm and happy. Um, but it's definitely a personal question because when you get into more color, it definitely becomes more personal to your taste and your like.
Right,
You're
right.
always safer to stay with the neutrals.
The neutrals. Okay. Um, I have old furniture. I'm going to sell my house. I am not buying new furniture. How can I dress my old furniture up to actually look halfway decent?
Well, there's a few things you can do, but like I said in the beginning, try to weed out as much furniture as you can. Put it in a storage unit, in a garage, wherever. Move it away. Keep as limited amount of furniture in there as you want. Keep your statement pieces. Um, Cover them. You could put nice decorative pillows. Maybe put like a nice throw over the top. Um, you can paint it as well, but that does take a lot of time and money to do. But there are lots of DIY ways that you can improve your home and your furniture to make it look alive. Changing out the door handles as well, the hinges and door handles, that makes a huge impact.
Interesting. Awesome. All right. Well, Teresa, I really appreciate you spending some minutes with us. If
Yeah.
somebody in my sphere wants to get a hold of you, if they want, let's just say they don't have the budget to go and spend 5,000 in furniture, but they want to hire you just to come in and consult. Is that something you offer?
Yeah, definitely. So what I'm doing now is I have two different things I'm offering, which is virtual staging, which you could get me, we could get on a Skype or whatever. You can walk me through your home, and I charge $150 for that. So you can walk me through the home, show me your house, and I will tell you each and every room what you need to remove from the room, what paint color you should use, and I do about a 2-hour call with that. So we can do that virtually.
Okay.
And I also will send a written report, so you'll know exactly what we discussed in the call, and you can actually get all that done yourself.
Okay.
Or I also offer where I could come out to your property, meet with you for 2 hours, and I charge $275. So it's just depending on what you're looking for.
Awesome. And of course, you do the whole thing. You also offer coming in and buying the furniture or picking out the furniture and doing you. So you'll do the whole thing also, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Come in and do it all for you, hands on. Get the people that we need in there, do the whole entire plan, and get it going.
Perfect. And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, is it easier email or phone number?
Um, Phone number is good.
Okay.
Give it
So
to
what
you.
so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to post her phone number below with all her information, and just make sure you tell her I sent you. And again, 175 for virtual. I mean, for somebody like me, where I'm going to do the painting, but I need somebody who actually has an eyeball to tell me what's ugly and what's pretty. To me, is worth the investment. Well, I really appreciate it. Is there anything you want to leave us with, Teresa?
Um, Give me a call. Thank you, Paco. I appreciate it. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.